Oh my goodness, this was hard. For the thumbnail. Hello, my name is Amy if you're brand new to this channel, and for today I have a pretty epic Chanel unboxing for you guys. As you can see, I am surrounded by bags, and you probably saw it on my thumbnail as well. I don't usually end up buying so many pieces from the same collection. However, this Egyptian Métiers collection from 19A is so stunning that I went crazy. I literally am still crazy about the collection. I'm still dreaming about some other pieces that I did not take home, but I'm so excited to share with you what I got. This collection was a work of art. It is definitely a collectible collection. It's a lot of gold and black. Let us go ahead and start with the biggest box that I have here. As you can see, I have 2 large bags and then 1 smaller one, so I really did go a little cray-cray. So this item was actually part of my original wish list, so if that even gives you any idea what it is. I was indeed looking for this color in my wish list too, so there's the handle and there is the bag. Yes, another Coco handle. I know I'm the Coco handle lady. Like literally I am the queen of mini Coco handles, I think. This is my 3rd one so far, and I think probably my final one, unless an amazing sort of combination or color comes up. But I originally wanted the black one when I had set my to buy 2019 wish list video when I did that with Cat L, so hi babe. I really like the fact that this one has the embossed handle. So as we all know, and as I've been talking about for a few months now, Chanel, the brand, has completely ceased the use of any exotic skin, so that includes fur, any exotic leather, lizard, crocodile, stingray, any exotic sort of reptiles, any sort of exotic skin that you can think of, as well as fur. They've stopped that since end of May, and so now everything that looks exotic, so the croc embossing from this current collection, this is lizard embossing, is just calf skin. So I don't want to dwell too much into it, but if you haven't seen my Coco handle review, especially in the mini size, all my Coco handles are in the mini size, and you can go ahead and watch it. I'll also try to link it down below. This one is just standard caviar in black, embossed burgundy color, lizard emboss handle, as well as has feet. This one does come with the age gold hardware, which is lovely. I really don't have a preference whether age gold or not age gold. I do think that they do look better with certain combinations. So with my gray one from 19P, that one is in the shiny gold, and I love that one too. So there you have it. Moving on to our second item, which comes in this box. This is the medium size box, and I know that that Coco handle is not exactly from the actual Egyptian collection, although it did come in this collection, just because this is the first collection they've started doing actual exotic embossed leather. So I kind of, you know, think of it that way, but this particular bag is more so from the actual collection, and this is an actually collectible item in my opinion. And if you follow me on Instagram, you would probably have seen the picture of it, or seen a picture of a version of it. Open it up. So this is a smaller box, as you can see, which probably gives you an idea of what I got. And if you want to take a guess, go ahead and pause and let me know down below what you think I got from this collection. I'll give you a couple seconds. But anyway, so I'm ready to reveal it. Isn't it so pretty? Obviously, like I said, I have already opened it. That's why it looks like this. This is not the original packaging, but there inside is the dust bag. let me close this up and show you what this bag is all about. This little piece of cloth is actually a glove, and it's a microfiber material. You can use it to wipe or to buff your bags, and it comes inside this the care booklet. I just used it to put on top of here where the chain sits. But isn't this a work of art, guys? It's stunning. So this is the mini reissue bag, so the 2.55 reissue in the mini size. I chose it in the graffiti with the croc embossing. So the leather is a croc embossing. Again, it's calf skin, but it has a bunch of the graffiti from the current season, the Egyptian collection, and it's a stunner. It literally is so beautiful. I love the 4 grommets. I love the big CC graffiti. I love that each bag is slightly different, so the placement of the graffiti is actually different on each bag. I love that mine has the big Chanel on top as well as a bit of it on the bottom. So for this season, Chanel has decided to produce the mini version of the reissue. So this is very similar to the size that are commonly called 224 in the purse forum. So there's the 224, which is the smallest size, which is pretty much this size. There's the 225, 226, which is closer to a jumbo, and there's also the 227, which is closer to the maxi flap, and the 225 is closer to the medium flap, but it's a slightly larger than the medium flap. And then there's the 224, which is very much close to the rectangle mini size. And the cool thing about this season is that the minis that they came up with has only a single flap, so it's not the typical classic flap. It's just the mini bag, so it only has the one single flap, which makes it a lot more roomy, and just to me it just seems more practical, and the price is also a lot better. Typically I think the classic flap starts in the 6,000 figure plus tax, obviously, so even if you were to get a actual 224 reissue with this double flap, I think it's around that price range. It starts in the 6,000 range up to like 7,000, 8,000 including tax, so it's pretty crazy. And the fact that they came up with the reissue single flap, although this one is a special edition, they also have the distressed, just the distressed plain calf skin, came in different colors this season. I have seen it in the black, in the red, I know there's the gray, I know there's also the beige, which Canada did not order at all, otherwise I would have loved that one as well. And then there's also that nice teal green. I love the fact that this one is a little bit more structured because it is the embossed leather, and it has more of a firmer structure, as you can tell. Even though it does have a bowing on the bottom, it is not completely folded, it's just a little curved, and I will just leave it that way because I love the fact that it has a bit more structure versus an actual pancake, which I feel like in the regular reissue, the black one is quite distressed and therefore quite pancake-like. The blue one that I tried on from my friend Claire, hello Claire if you're watching, that one is a lot better. That one has a bit more puffiness and a little bit less distress, so I actually like that better. I believe the beige one that I saw online on Instagram all over the place, that one is also slightly less distressed, and I really do wish that we had that one. A very, very special piece. I love it so much. It's definitely a collectible piece, but it actually goes well with a lot of things. Obviously it goes well with black, and it surprisingly works well with just a white t-shirt and denim shorts or jeans. It's actually such a versatile piece. However, guys, I do have a confession to make. I originally wanted and got the gold crocodile embossed classic mini flap. So the rectangle mini, basically. I originally got that because that's the one that I vividly remember from the runway, and I didn't remember seeing this on the runway. Maybe I just missed it because, you know, the models are always walking pretty fast. and of course their clothing, a lot of it had the graffiti, so I kind of didn't notice it, but I really saw the gold bag and really thought that that's the one I wanted. But once I tried this in person, I just could not stop thinking about this, so I actually exchanged it. To be very honestly speaking, I still miss that gold croc emboss that a lot of people actually do not like, but I just love the stunning gold. The way they've embossed it looks absolutely amazing, and it's just a statement bag. I guess in the end I decided against it because it didn't look quite right on me. It's not as versatile as this bag is. It's so funny because you would think that it actually looks, I mean, aside from the color, which is quite popping, but the actual bag itself is more on the plain side. It just looks like a small gold bag, which is, whereas this one is all graffiti and very loud, and to me this one looked louder on picture. But when I was trying the gold one, the mini, and I was trying to see if it would work with most of my outfit, which I thought it would, it just didn't seem quite right. There is something about the boxiness of that mini size. Maybe it is also the combination of how shiny the leather is, and perhaps the texture of the leather being the croc emboss. It just looked out of place when I was trying to style it. And of course I know I could still pull it off, you know, I literally have to dress for the bag, which it's less desirable for me, I suppose. I like bags that are versatile and that I can work seamlessly into most of my wardrobe, which, like I said in my previous video, in my shopping tips video, that's something that if you follow the rules of making sure that the item that you add to your wardrobe will match with the rest of your wardrobe, that's the best way to go about it. So in the end, I follow my own advice, even though I really do miss the gold bag, and I went ahead and got this one instead, and I couldn't be happier. But I have to say that I do miss the gold, and if only they had it in the small classic flap in our store, because we only had it in the medium classic flap, and in the mini size I actually have not seen it in the small classic flap, which I think would be a much nicer proportion. And I literally went crazy. I was texting all my friends on YouTube. Hi babes, if you're watching. I was literally driving myself and them crazy, or at least I felt like I was. And anyway, this is what I ended up with, and I'm super happy about it. I saw Daycup's video. He said that Chanel used well, he said that he was told that Chanel uses the pineapple leaves to make the embossing on the gold mini, so I feel like they're doing something different on this bag because it's flatter. It's you don't really feel the embossing aside from the little bit of the lines here, and I love that this doesn't feel as heavy as the mini as well, the mini rectangle, that is 4 grommets, which really is the selling point to me, because I love the fact that this strap is super handy, easy to shorten or make it long for crossbody wear. And the chain, the bijou chain, which stands for jewelry, is just amazingly beautiful. Mona Lisa pocket in the back, love that. And this is the Mademoiselle turn lock, which also I don't have in my collection. I used to have one, but I don't have it, so now I've added back another reissue in my collection. And the interior is just plain black. As usual, the minis have this slip pocket here and the zippered pocket with the authenticity, and that's pretty much it on the inside. The inside of the bag has more of a rougher calf skin, which I like, but I feel like the under flap is really soft. It almost feels like it's lambskin. Actually, it's so soft and it's so easy to scratch. You actually do have to be a little bit more careful on the under flap, but nevertheless a stunning piece. Last but not least, I have this little box right over here, and like I said, I could not get enough of this collection. I just want it all. A little dust bag to reveal. I knew I had to add a piece from this material because it just is just so stunning. I definitely feel like as a bag, it really depends on the proportion as well as just how it looks on you, whether you're able to style it and incorporate it into your wardrobe. Unfortunately, I didn't think that the mini rectangle worked as well for me. These two just look stunning together. Not to mention that gold is an auspicious color in the Chinese culture, and also when you get a wallet or anything that has to do with money and you get it in gold color, gold followed by silver followed by black are all auspicious colors as a wallet item. So this is a card holder, so technically it does house like monetary items. So I'm loving the meaning behind it. I also do want to show you just in terms of proportion. Obviously this is not from this season, but just to show you the proportions look like more of a rectangle for this one, whereas this one is still a rectangle, but it's definitely taller, so it looks a little bit more square, which I really prefer because it really allows you to stand up your items a bit better, which is a way that I prefer when I play Tetris with my bags. That is also the reason why I prefer my square mini, because I just feel like things fit in there a little bit easier. Aside from the phone, obviously the phone will fit better in a longer bag, but in terms of everything else, like your other SLGs and just other little items, I feel like they just I feel like it's just more efficient when you can stand them up, which I really like about this bag or any of the reissues that they have this season. And the fact that it's single flap, it just actually does fit a little bit more, which I am loving so much. Seen that many unboxing from this current collection yet, which I'm so surprised because personally I am crazy about this collection, and please let me know if you are as well, or let me know if you aren't, but either way I'm crazy about this collection. I think it's stunning. It's definitely more avant-garde, more statement, perhaps more 90s, but I am a huge fan, and I feel like Chanel has been doing so well. Every single season I just go nuts, and this season is no exception. In fact, I think this season I went nuts even more. Having said that, I am feeling a little bit sort of not guilty, but I do feel like I need to calm down. Hopefully there's nothing I like in the next season, but who knows. The winter collection, fall winter collection is coming up as well. But like I said, I don't like to have too many bags to rotate. I love to use everything in my collection, so I am thinking that some things have to go eventually. I will probably do an official block sale. I just don't know. Yeah, I'm just like literally looking at my bags. I really have to streamline my collection a little bit more at this point, just because it's just been a little crazy, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of the pieces that I've added. Whether you're a fan of this collection, whether you got something from this collection, share it with us. Let us know down below. I'll make sure to use it a bit more before I do an actual review video on this. But in terms of material, I can tell you that from the outside it seems like it's durable. It's firm enough, but not so firm that it's like a brick. And I don't know about the gold foiling on it. I don't know if it'll actually wear off over time. I feel like even if it does wear off a little bit, it's not going to look out of place, because that's just the style of it. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you're brand new to my channel, I would love to have you back. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of all my brand new videos coming your way. And those of you who have been watching my channel for a while now, thank you all so much. Have a great day ahead of you, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye!